State's Governor Gavin Newsom is fighting for a different kind of power in today's political landscape. Attention, Newsom's press office for the past week and a half has been flooding the zone by flooding social media posts with posts that mimic Donald Trump's style and doing what no Democrat has tried for the last 9 years in dealing with Donald Trump, beating Donald Trump at his own game. Since Donald Trump posted a fake Time magazine cover of himself as king,
at the tone,
Gavin
0
Newsom's
hours,
team did the same thing.
44
In one
minutes.
post, Gavin Newsom calls
time.
MAGA Republicans, quote, snowflakes in all caps.
Whoa.
In another, he says this, quote,
Whoa, okay. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Hold on, let me hang this up. Hello, everyone. This is AnnestaciA KomarovsK with the 4:44 p.m. 4th State News Sunday edition, which is a little bit different. Stand by. Oh, wait a moment. Oh. Here, sorry, I dropped my. Let me. This just kind of fell out, my hand. Oh, let me get this. Oh, yeah. You know, that TV's too loud too, so hold on. Look, I don't really need this mic. It's weird lighting today. It's kind of bright. And it's starting to rain out there and stuff. So let me go turn this down. That's News Nation, and it's getting a little loud. Let me turn it down. It's kind of dark in here. It's really, really dark. So News Nation, see, Trump speaks to reporters on Air Force One. That's pretty cool. So President Trump is likely losing his lunch. Yeah, if you haven't heard of what's going on, it's pretty intense. The UN, starting tomorrow, is going to have, well, they're going to have a say. And so I looked this up a little bit ago. So I was looking up their official response. So here it is. Here is the United Nations official response to the, what do we call it? There's audio in there. Why is there audio in there? Yikes, no audio, please. Okay, I muted their audio. For some reason, they had audio. Why do they have audio? I have no idea. Okay, make sure there's no audio coming from that. Okay, so there must be something playing in the background somewhere, but there was music and stuff, so I apologize for that, but this is the United Nations official response to what's happened in Venezuela. There you go. See, the United Nations was kind of set up, to handle squabbles and stuff. Yeah. So the League of Nations preceded that, and after that was the United Nations. So where is the United Nations? I think they're kind of caught by surprise. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. And we'll have more about that tomorrow. And there's a lot of news, and you're just not hearing round-the-clock coverage about what's going on in Venezuela. But what's the UN saying? What's Great Britain's opinion? What about France? Yeah, what about France? And it comes down to something that we've known for a very long time. I've known it because I've seen it firsthand. And that is what, oh, jeez. I have too many sources. Ann, you have too many sources. Here we go. Right here. Oil. It comes down to oil. That is what they really, really need in Cuba, is oil too. And they're a strategic location. And we had a missile crisis once, as you recall. We did have that. So you can expect maybe to see some more of that. And see these cars? Everything, it requires oil to make paint. And they can't get it. That's why they run these old cars. So, I mean, there's so much to do. What I was doing here, I was looking at Amazon in my shopping cart. Oh, okay. I was looking for a price of, see, I actually bought some stuff. I did buy some stuff. See, I got an order. See, I ordered this stuff. See? So just, just buy, 4 items of stuff that I'll need to cover city council meetings and stuff. So that'll come here overnight. Okay, and so yeah, I was looking here. Oh, and see how the prices change? Okay, so I was looking here for tools. And so tools like this is what helps, helps people with a trade. And some of these have gone really on sale, like this one right here. Yeah, this one's really on sale. It's $9.99 for this little toolkit to fix computers and stuff. Pretty cool. So that's kind of like the way my Sunday has been going. So yeah, things are a little bizarre today. I've had like senior moments. Like I went to City Hall. Well, first of all, I was going to say there is the new mayor, Zoran Manabi. He's been under criticism. He's had a little bit of attention because they don't know if he's a socialist or a Democrat or what. But he had something. He had a big reaction to. Well, let me look for it. He had a reaction to what's going on. Here, I found it. Here you go. He had a reaction to, whoopsie, sorry. Yeah, sometimes you have to pay for this stuff. Condemns Trump's capture of Venezuelan leader Madami as an act of war. Okay, act of war. Okay. He probably is correct. Yeah, that doesn't seem very peaceful like. Sorry, the camera looks crooked today for some bizarre reason. Probably is. Have to fix that later. Oh, you know what it was? Wrong camera. That was the MacBook camera. This is a way to get me to advertise. i14, no, this is 14 Pro Max Pro, no, 14 MacBook Pro with the i5 chip. So it's kind of like state of the art. It'd be better if it was a Max chip. It would help us. But we have so many windows open, so it works. So that was, I want to go back there again. Take a good look again at what he said. He said, and he said, not me, okay? Because he's saying it's an act of war. And the United Nations isn't too far behind from saying the exact same thing. If it was my kingdom, I would probably feel the same way. Or the great state of California, a republic. That's scary. So if he can invade Venezuela, because oil, this is President Trump, then he could choose to, oh, sorry, the scanner's still out. He could also choose to invade Cuba or, for whatever reason he wants. Cuba, rum, he doesn't drink. But what ends up happening is President Trump is like losing his lunch over all this. He is like, I don't know what's going to happen. Our clock needs to be fixed. I'm very, sorry about that. But if you want to get to regular news, here's the regular news. The public safety meeting's canceled. Went to City Hall, and I was kind of having like a senior moment there. Because I was there in person. But I can't find the video of the farmer's market today and stuff that I did, because I was at church today and I could prove I was at church. You want to know how I can prove it? I can prove I was at church. Okay. So I have video to roll in that I was at City Hall. And what is all these commissioners and stuff. I got this weird 4K video that probably you've never seen that kind of angle before of all the commissions and all the members. And once again, proving I was at City Hall. Excuse me, at church. Here's how I prove I was at church. Okay, there you go. See, they had good Wi-Fi at the church. Yeah, they had really good Wi-Fi. I was kind of impressed. Yeah, see, church. See, it's my day, the 4th. So see, the 444 news, the fourth state news on the 4th. And I was at church at 4:44. No, excuse me, 11:44. So I was there for the Spanish service. Sí, yo practico español. Yo entiendo mucho español. So yo puedo decir cosas también. Yo entiendo español. So, in other words, I said I understand Spanish. And I speak some of it too. So I understand what's going down in the southern hemisphere, even though today on the news shows like Meet the Press and stuff, people were saying it was in the northern hemisphere. Nothing makes any sense what's going on. So, sorry if the lighting's weird. It's just, let me see if I can bring it down a little. Oh, did that work? Oh, okay. It seems to. Did that work? I can't tell. Oh, okay. So there's more. I got more stuff. Okay, so I'm at 54 minutes. That gives me much more time. So do I have anything for weather? Nope. Weather, it's raining. Okay, bring an umbrella. Okay, so laptop screen. Okay, and I'm getting better at this. I can do so much more. So one of the things too is the city council's meetings. Okay, here are the meetings. Here's the one that we just saw, notice of cancellation. This was that one. Okay, we got that. Okay, and can you go back? Here is the other one. Special meeting on January 17th. Okay. 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 This item kind of looks interesting right here. Homeless report. Okay. This has been an issue for a long time. And people always ask me, the Padre today asked me in church, he goes, Ann, what do you do? I mean, I go, I do a lot of stuff. And I do exclusive reports. And we don't really, we have a low-cost website. Yeah, because, we're kind of poor when it comes to that kind of stuff. But we do have our YouTube channel where you can watch all our stuff. See? There's all our newscasts, all our stuff. You can see all our craziness and, all our reports. They go back and, we have quite the archive. So it's up to you to go see it. But here's one of them that we did a while back. And this is just to concern everybody. We did a report about over a year, well, June 1st. And it had to do with the homeless. That Malibu homeless could soon call Norwalk home. Okay. Okay. That hasn't happened. Instead, we continue to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. We could give them $25,000 and ship them to New York if they'd like. Instead of giving them vouchers, overpriced vouchers to hang out in Santa Monica. But at least we get them off the street. I did have if I had a senior moment, I don't know where my video went, but I went down the street, farmer's market, through the city hall, saw homeless folk at the library, and I was shooting the Tower of Power as well. But that video seems to have disappeared from my iPhone. I don't know what happened to it. I was sure I recorded it, but it doesn't show up. So did I have a senior moment? Did I not press the button? Because I got some video, but not all of it. Yeah, so it's got me a little freaked out, but in church today, after you have coffee and donuts and stuff, because I love donuts. Here. If I only got paid for every donut and for Edmonds to say, hey, we'll send you a whole truckload of donuts because you're putting them on air. The fourth estate could pay its bills and buy more equipment. So when I was there, this came up. And I'm going to watch this today. I was given permission by the gentleman of the house is to watch this movie. Okay, here we go. This is a movie that I'm going to watch today, if I could get it. Come up. Oh, here it is. Fade. There you go. It's this movie. It's called Cell, or The Cell, or something like that. Yeah, Cell. And you can watch it on multiple platforms, but it talks about cell phones going crazy and stuff. And a lady who seems to know a lot of stuff, who was at the church after services, I was there, and she kind of told me about this movie. So I've been given permission to go to watch it today. So tonight I'm going to watch Cell and do a little movie review on it. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about the candy cane, the padre was handing them out. I was like, and so they say, "Here, have a candy cane." I go, is that the way, like, sometimes I cross this guy. That's the way I get centered. Oh, yeah. Is it centered? Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, and you're live. Yeah, there you go. So, a little candy cane to go with my whatever. And so he was asking what I do. So I'm explaining it to y'all folk here. This is the kind of stuff I do. So it's Governor AnnestaciA KomarovsK, NPP2026.com. If you want to make it easier on yourself, it's NPP26.com. NPP2026.com, NPP26.com. And it comes down to this. We call it, and I want to go on something kind of fun, but I really want you guys to think about is, if you indeed want good governance, you have to elect for it. You have to advocate. You have to pray for it, and you will get it. Because I am the choice. I am that no Democrat, not a Republican choice. I'm business only. Business only of doing we the people's work. We the people. And I have this great photo of we the people. And this was Pacific Palisades after the fire, a town hall where they packed it. And Rick Caruso was there too. Yeah, Rick Caruso was there, and that's when I shook his hand. I said, let the better person win. But it appears that he's running for LA mayor, not governor of California. I'm not going to endorse anybody, but shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. But Rick Caruso had a nice handshake, sharply dressed, dresses the part, He looked pretty good. So I don't know if I dressed the part as governor, but this is a dress and stuff. And, I'm here in the control room doing the news every day without fail. So I'll let you be, because I am overtime. I just heard the clinking going on and dinner's ready. I'll leave you with the shot from Pacific Palisades, where we the people wanted answers from Karen Bass and folk. It's up to you, folk. Good governance starts with smart voting. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow.